Hello, guys. Welcome to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with Dembele, as it has been reported that Barca will not rush Usman Dembele's recovery. La Liga El Clasico has been earmarked for his possible return. We are going to be discussing on that report as we move ahead. Then, secondly, talking about this report claiming that five players Barca have taken note of that they could be sold for a profit in the summer transfer window. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, before we get right into the full story, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch right up to the very end. Barcelona were dealt with a major blow at the end of January when Ousmane Dembele picked up a fresh injury. During the win over Girona, the attacker was subsequently ruled out for up to 6 weeks. A week from now, Dembele will reach 4 weeks without action, meaning there will be 2 weeks of rehabilitation left for the player. But according to Dario AS, Barcelona intend to be extra cautious when it comes to the recovery of Dembele. The team doctors plan to extend his return date for a further week, keeping in mind the player's injury history and the risk of a relapse. This comes even in the midst of Dembele's improved fitness and how hard the Frenchman has worked to keep himself fit and work extra hard in training and also in recovery. It appears the club have earmarked Dembele's return for the March 19 clash against Real Madrid. It essentially means that the French international has been ruled out for Real Madrid's second leg tie against United, along with the next three league matches, including the game against Athletic Club on March 12th. Dembele will also miss the Copa del Rey semi-final first leg encounter against Real Madrid, but there is a chance he might be fit enough to feature in the second leg round of 16 tie in the UEFA Europa League, providing Barcelona beat Manchester United this midweek and advance to the next round of the competition. In any case, the former Borussia Dortmund starlet will only appear as a substitute in that game, as Barcelona's main objective is to make the attacker available for a start in the El Clasico in the league next month. Till then, Xavi Hernandez will count on the services of Rafinha and Ferran Torres, who has recently enjoyed a revival with his performance against Cadiz at the weekend. Ousmane Dembele's injury still remains a cause of concern for Barca, the Barca coaching staff. Barcelona want to be extra careful, extra cautious to ensure that when Dembele returns, he should return fully fit, not like there should be any risk of a relapse. We all know Dembele have had a very bad history, a bad record when it comes to injuries, and Xavi and the medical staff don't want such to repeat itself. We just hope that as the thing has started, it shouldn't be something rampant or normal like it used to be. Because for the longest time in his career as a Barca star, Ousmane Dembele has been fit for more than a year, for more than 12 months. It have never happened like Dembele being fit for more than 12 months in the Barca shirt has been something scarce to see. And definitely the appellation of calling him the injury prone guy had already disappeared from many fans' mouth. So let's hope that when he comes back, there will be that faith in him that he will deliver the goods and he will be fit for a long time. We don't want to hear anything about a relapse again by Dembele and so on and so forth. So right now, Xavi just have to make do without Dembele as he have been doing for the last 4 or 5 matches. I think very soon it is going to be 4 weeks for this guy not playing, and definitely they did spoke about a 6 week period of time when he will be unavailable. So hopefully when that 6 week comes, he must have been very, very strong, and of course joining Barcelona back, and of course being important to the team as he has always. So let's see how it goes. Right now we still have players that can cover up for Dembele very well. As I said, Ferran Torres is in hot form, and Rafinha, who has also been one of the best players for the last few matches, have stepped up his game big time. So we hope that we can still, dominate games as we have been doing without Dembele. And even talking about the tougher games, like the game against United tomorrow Thursday, is the one that will test Barca, to test Xavi if he really knows the intelligence, or know how to recover matches. So let's see how it goes when it comes to that. Hopefully, Pedri as well, who is injured, can return back to action. And talking about Busquets, who have already started training with the team, might return against United in the second half, or maybe the next game against Almeria in La Liga. So let's just keep fingers crossed and hope for the best. Then on to the final story of discussion. Barcelona are staring at an uncertain summer ahead as they look to strengthen the squad ahead of next season, but at the same time adhere to the financial fair play rules in La Liga. It is believed that the club needs to reduce a whopping 200 million euros from the salary budget this summer, which could force them to find ways to generate revenues. One of the solutions will be to offload unwanted players for a profit in the coming summer. So, talking about players that might suffer the fate, Eric Garcia. Of course, about Eric Garcia, Barca have been largely successful with the summer acquisition of Koundé, Christensen, and all the rest, but have emerged as critical to Barca's defensive unit, while the success of Araujo, especially after the return from injury, have not gone unnoticed either. In the most of all this, Eric Garcia emerged as one of the scapegoats, the victims. The former City starlet has lost prominence in the squad, and his below-par performances have not helped him either. Then talking about Ferran Torres was one of Barca's best performers against Cadiz. He made a strong impression in the final third, which left Xavi very happy. The player himself revealed how delighted he was to give him an impact on the pitch, especially after a bad start to this season. The next is Jordi Alba. Recent reports suggest Barca are considering a sale of Jordi Alba. It is barely surprising either, as the veteran appears to have fallen behind Barde in the pecking order. Of course, he has played a role in reducing Alba's utility in the squad, which is not ideal considering the fact that the veteran is one of the highest paid players in the team. A departure therefore could greatly be useful for Barca in their attempts to reduce their wage bill. The next is Rafinha. Much like Ferran, Rafinha has struggled to fulfill his potential since joining the club from Leeds United. He too has struggled with productivity this season and has lacked the consistency to make himself a first-team regular under Xavi Hernandez. Then the next is Frankie C, perhaps the most obvious one of this list. Frankie C's exit from Camp Nou appears to be the most likely one of the midfielder. Has barely seen a part of the first team. Casillas was even close to leaving the club in January, but the move did not materialize. And even though the Ivorian Saints had, opportunities to prove himself, he simply failed to do so, and it's seemingly inevitable that, he will leave the club. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.